Hi again guys, and welcome to another Special Projects replica tune. And as you'll have seen from the video title, it's a replica of the Aston Martin DBRS9. This is the GT3 racing version of the Aston Martin DB9. The GT1 version is known as the DBR9 instead of the DBRS9. I chose not to do the GT1 version mainly because it's easier to achieve the GT3 car, really. The GT1 car has parameters that you can't really achieve properly on Gran Turismo 6. So, obviously it's not exactly accurate to the real car. None of the replicas can be, because it's a road car. But I've tried to get it pretty close while making it PP competitive. So first of all, we'll go through the visual tunes that I've done to set up the look of the car, and then we'll go to the track for the more mechanical side of things. So this particular Aston Martin DB9 that we're using as the base car is the 2006 version. It's a premium version, which means for any who aren't familiar with the term, it has updated graphics, a fully detailed interior, and you can adjust certain things like you can turn your headlights on and off and turn your windscreen wipers on and off, etc. So for the visual tuning of this car, we've gone for the Type A body kit. We have fitted the flat floor, which looks fantastic on this car, I think. For the rear wings, I've gone down to the custom selection, and we've gone for the Type B wing, because it just looks more accurate to the real racing version. For the rims, I believe we've gone inch up one. Yeah, inch up one, and we've gone for the Enkei RS05 RRs. Have we gone for additional? No, we haven't, because you can't. And for the colour is not a standard colour on this car. It's diamond silver metallic. I can't remember, to be honest, what car that came from, but you know, silver is silver is silver. If you're looking for a good silver, by the way, I would recommend the crystal silver from Mercedes SLR McLaren. It looks great. For the wheel rim colour, I've actually gone for a slightly unusual one for the wheel rims colour. I've actually gone for metallic brown wheels because they kind of have this semi-matte appearance which goes really well with the carbon detailing, because the black in both metallic and gloss is just too shiny. It looks stupid, and the matte just doesn't look as good when you're actually driving the car as it does in the garage. So if you do want to use metallic brown on your rims, then you can get that from the Tesla Model S. And for the brakes, I believe I've also got the brakes in the same silver. Yeah, diamond silver again. So pretty much just any silver, you know, just go for whatever colour you want really, because there are multiple colours on the real racing version. So that's it for the visual tuning. Now let's go to the track for the more mechanical side of things. So as we said in the introduction of this video, this is a PP specific tune. It's 575 PP. It sits really well at that PP level, and it's nice and competitive. Now, as we also said earlier on, obviously you can't get completely accurate to the real racing car because the road version's always way more, and there's nothing you can do about that, unfortunately. But you want your racing soft tyres, as always. For suspension, we've got the ride height as low as possible. Springs we've increased to 1175 and 1125. Dampers to 4. Anti-roll as high as possible on 7. High camber of 3.5. Neutral toe, as always. For the gearbox, we've got an auto setting of 205. Then for the gears, we just rounded them off to 3425, 2275, 1675, 1275, 1000 and 850 with a final drive of 3.5. For the diff, we've actually got them all, as you can see, equally set to 30. For the power upgrades, I have fitted the semi-race exhaust, the upgraded manifold, and then reduced it down to 99.5% power. We've increased the rear downforce, obviously, and we've got the full weight loss package, and that brings you very nicely up to the 575 PP limit. It is heavier than the real car, but we're also running less power. The real GT3 spec runs 550 horsepower, so we're running slightly less, but basically I just wanted to make it competitive as well as a good replica. So for 575 it does sit there pretty well. So that's it for our mechanical tuning. Now let's see how it performs on the track. Now, when I first started driving this car after finishing the tune, I was really, really pleased with it, and I still am. The handling on it is far better, actually, than I was expecting it to be. I was expecting it to be maybe a little bit twitchy, a little bit light, but at the same time I was also kind of expecting it to feel heavy, to be honest, because at the end of the day it is an Aston Martin, and it's a road going Aston Martin, so as much as we'd like it to be the racing version, it is still a road car. So I was expecting that weight to still have a bearing on how it would handle, but it actually handles really well. It's very, very fun to drive. The handling is very smooth. It's actually quite neutral, to be honest, the handling. There's no oversteer at all. A tiny bit of understeer perhaps, which I actually like. It gives it kind of an authentic racing feel, and it allows you to really plan for corners well, and gives it almost kind of a touring car kind of signature in its handling style. The brakes as well are superb, and overall it's actually a surprisingly beginner friendly car. It doesn't require any skill really to get good cornering out of this car. The straight line performance obviously isn't going to break world records, but it's fast enough to suit the car's status and to suit the replica, and it's more than enough to make it competitive. So overall, I hope you guys enjoy using this tune. Obviously I would recommend personalising it to yourself a bit more, maybe change some of the settings to get it perfect for you. But yeah, that's it really. So I hope you guys enjoy using this tune, and I'll see you next time. So as always, thanks for watching.